Now, find a new rival.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time! Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Denies that throw attack. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. Hits the back throw, looking to set something up to get more damage. Was looking for that jump attack. Okay, they trade hits. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for the rush. The jump in catches them. Smart play with the throw. What'll happen here? Will we see a drive impact? Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. Connects with the throw. Quick breather. Their will to win is really being tested here. Sets up within there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round?
Je pense que j'ai 20 000 après ça.
Reaching heavy. Lots of aggression from both sides. Strings it all together. Opts for the throw. Checks him with the projectile. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation. KO!
Il avait le timing, le
What
gars.
else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Uses the parry. Goes for the jump in. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and... Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Cross up. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. This is the final round. They gotta lay it all on the table right here. Checks with the low tiger shot. Solid anti-air. Tiger knee to the
Merde.
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Let the green fly. Ooh, you never know what can... Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. Anti-air in the clutch. Punish counter sets the table. Weekend pleasure. We're in for a good time. Good night. Damn how you like that. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Big gauge difference here, and knocked them out of the air. They are done! Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Nexus overhead attack. Jumps. Goes for the drive rush there. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Throws out a projectile. Gets the jump in. Combo with the target combo. The fighters
Putain, je m'en
continue to
doutais
check
ça.
each other in the early going. Their space
Putain,
is
il me loupe pas le gars.
But who's gonna blink first?
Merde.
Quick springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? The drive impact is denied. Barely blocks the jump in. They've got the meter for a drive impact. The low! Crowns him from above. Player 2 can't let this burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Doesn't tech the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sets up with the jump in. Reads the throw and escape. The low kick hits. Clutch anti-air. Connects with medium kick. Reads the jump in perfectly. Solid anti-air. Oh man, this is a scary range. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Getting it all on the drive rush. What's next? Could we see a drive anti-air in the clutch? Player 2, low heavy. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. What?
Ah putain! Enfoiré!
The next touch may decide this round. Both of them back off. They may be preparing and whiffs. They're wide open. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Tons of space between the crowns of. Are you kidding me?
J'ai de la chance.
Has gotta be feeling.
Putain, la fait me battre. Et j'ai l'impression qu'il a arrêté la super là. Il pouvait faire la super, hein, le gars. Hein. Ah ouais, putain, j'ai eu peur. Il aurait fait la super, j'aurais perdu. Hein. J'aurais perdu direct. Non, en plus, je croyais qu'il allait faire la super, hein, le gars. Encore Sagat.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Saw that low heavy coming. Staves off the cross-up. No good up high. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
Merde.
If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. They saw a path and they took it. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump-in is denied. Nails the anti-air. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key.
Merde!
The drive impact is denied. Gets them with the anti-air. Charges forward. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Love tap to close it. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Check with the projectile.
Putain.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Strings it all together. Long low attack hits. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Checks with a low tiger shot. Life lead opens up. Just out of range for that KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump-in is denied. Can't tech the throw. Jump.
Merde.
Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Crunchy tiger knee. Gets them with the anti-air. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. What'll happen here? Big throw. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Shows the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Ooh, you low heavy. Players, how did they read that throw? Oh, the throw connects. Player 1 can't use any drive move. You gotta play it safe. Somehow manages to block the jump and wraps it up with a throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in, anti-air in the clutch. Fires a tiger shot. Jumps in, crowns him from above. Drives it back, misses. Dangerous range here. Ooh, you never know. Finds the target. Quick meets them air to air. Goes to the air. Blocks it. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. The low block. Hits the drive. Shoots the plasma. Plenty of help. Impact. Squash. The throw doesn't connect.
Ah, putain.
What's next? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Looking and whiffs. They're wide open. No way they did that. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Grabs them. Oh my God, what's gonna happen?
Ah, putain. Oh, j'ai raté la super, enfoiré.
Player 1 was definitely.
Putain, j'ai raté la super, là. Putain. Putain, je me doutais, j'allais rater la super, putain.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Putain, j'arrive plus à grimper à 20 000 là. C'est incroyable ça.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Decides to go in with the target.
Merde.
What's the play here? Player 1 is using their drive liberator. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Takes a trip. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Gets the jump in.
Ah, putain!
This round right now. Player 1 chases them down. The punish counter gives them a great KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Combo with the target.
Merde, putain, pourquoi j'ai dashé moi?
To this combo for more damage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks with a medium kick. Shoots off a fireball up close. Going in? From upstairs. Pops him with a short.
Merde, putain.
Breather. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Not much. They were right to be on guard there. What'll happen here? Crowns them from above. Sets up with the jump in. A drive impact could end in a flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Goes for the jump in to start. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Jumps in.
Merde, je m'en doutais ça. Merde.
What's next? Still slugging it out at this range. Pokes with a medium kick. This can lead to some big damage. Pushing right. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Drops him hard. Player 1.
Merde.
They gotta start cooking. Hit that with confidence.
Ah, putain.
Reads the jump in perfectly. Knocks them out.
J'ai raté la super, enfoiré.
Amazing. The drive impact doesn't work. The brain on this fighter to fit for the counter and that's all.
Putain, j'ai raté la super, enfoiré. Putain.
Player 1 comes out on top.
Putain, j'ai raté la super, putain. Putain. Putain, je le rate hein, 2 fois la super. Putain.
comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Opts for the throw. Player 2 with the life lead. Deftly shuts out the jumper. What are they thinking here? The jump-in is denied. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Neither of them willing to back off here. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Somehow pushes finishes with the
Je rate des fois là.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The jump-in is denied. Jumps in. Blocks it. Barely experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still not throws them. Overhead attack. Looking for solid anti-air. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Merde.
The last round. It's now or never. Shows the medium kit. Barely blocks the jump in.
Merde, putain.
For both sides. This could be over. They were right to be on guard there. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. No! Shut up the wall! Hey! Bent it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! Player 1 is looking at a grim situation. Low heavy. Can they use their knockdown? Here comes the mix-up. Could we see a drive? Reads the jump in perfectly. This can lead to some they are done. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. The jump in is denied.
Merde.
That was a solid anti-air. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Stick goes for the super arm. The soup gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jump hits them with a stop and pop. This is gonna be bad news. Connects with medium kick. They were right to be on guard there. What'll happen here? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Scrapping it out up close. Takes the opponent out of the air. Into Hadouken. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Life lead is the charges up the plasma. What were they thinking? Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Hits the drive. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? Gets into perfect fireball range. Barely blocks the jump in. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up the win here? They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. Okay, here we go. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open, tough and hard. Final on super art.
Merde. J'ai raté le bouton là.
Solid anti-air. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Getting up close and personal.
Merde.
Get all in with a rush. Amazing. Can they use their crowns from above? This can lead to some big reason like a bucket.
Putain, j'ai raté le bouton là, putain.
Life Right back into the rematch. We ain't even
Merde.
close to done yet. Dashes up. Checks him with the projectile.
Ah putain!
Time corner switch. Perfect air to air. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown.
Ah putain!
Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Fantastic reactions there. Snipes him out the
Merde.
air. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws them to negate the block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Things are slow going right. Hits them with a stopping block. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experience
Merde!
knockdown and
Ah putain!
burnout activates. Player 1, ooh, does them dirty. Blocks the cross in there.
Putain.
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to
Quand
see
ça se
what
fait, je perds
both
contre
fighters
des
have in
platinium
store
là,
for us
c'est pas
today.
possible ça.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Easily escape. Opts for the throw.
Putain.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so
Il a
far,
déjà
but they
utilisé
may
tout
be
ça comme
looking for
ressort.
an opening to run with. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Snares them. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big, low, reaching heavy. Holds out with the block. This is a huge chance to make them feel it. Will we see a drive impact? Good job blocking the jumper. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Merde!
Both fighters planning something? Ah, burnout activates. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Cross up. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Crunchy tiger. Snares him. Scrapping it out up close. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball here. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big throws. Both fighters have a full drive rush to keep it going. Jumps up. Genius read. Anti-air in the clutch. Burnout.
Merde.
Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 connects with the
Putain!
knockdown and pumps the brakes on the impact. Knocked them out of the air. Oh, here we go. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Barely blocks the jump. Clutch, anti-air. They are not trying to make something happen. Closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback. Throw leaves him wide open. Grabs him. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. No good up high. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes a trip. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Drive rush to keep it going. It got the beater for a drive impact. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Finishes with the throw. Player 1 on the board.
Il partait de côté là.
They'll want to keep the pressure on. Box him with a target combo. Jumps up. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Goes in on the impact for nothing.
Merde!
One can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Burnout activates. Knockdown and player 2, low heavy. Crowns him from above. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Baits out the low kick. The low. Player 1 can't use any drive impact. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Flip.
Ah ouais, j'ai encore ça là. 9700 quand même. Putain, je croyais que j'ai bientôt 18 000 là. Je suis encore loin.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Putain, je perds pas beaucoup de points quand je perds. Hein. Mais quand je gagne beaucoup de points. Hein.
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Throws them. What's next? Taking stock. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps.
Ah putain.
Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Gets scooped from down low. Genius read. Charges forward. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Going in there.
Putain, ça bug là, c'est quoi ça? Putain.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. A drive impact could end it all here. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Keeps them out. Barely blocks the jump in. There's the burnout. The low kick hits. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. What are you jumping in?
Ça bug là.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Jump. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh yeah. It throws them. Amazing. Jump. Crowns them from above. Baits out the low kick. A jump in. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. What now? Could we see a truck closes it out? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Maintains composure and
That's a bug.
What's the play here?
That's a bug.
Wall splat. Now the opponent is defenseless. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Sticks the jump in. Grabs him. With the life gap opening up. Gets him.
Putain, ça a bugué à un moment donné là.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big, low, reaching heavy. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? Gets scooped from down low. Barely blocks the jumping. What'll happen? Hit them with a stop and bomb.
Putain, ça bug là, putain.
Big opts for the critical art.
Putain, ça bug, c'est quoi ça? Putain, j'ai quitté là, sa connexion c'est de la merde, hein, putain. J'ai quitté, ta connexion c'est de la merde là. Ça a bugué, je peux pas jouer comme ça. Hein. Sa connexion c'est de la merde là, putain.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting.
Quand ça bug comme ça, c'est impossible de gagner. Hein.
The fight's now underway. This is with the play-by-play. Well-timed command throw there. Player 1 with the life lead. The cross-up connects. Goes for the command grab. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. The jump-in is denied. Reads their mind and texts the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Shows the medium kick, barely blocks the jump-in. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. At this range, many attacks can stick something out. The neutral game is very important. What'll happen here? With a raging spear. Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here. Was hungry for the grab. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Pumps the brakes on the impact. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Reads them. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Not shy. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Just to hit them with a stopping bomb. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Gets the knees up. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps up. Big throws. Going in. Do they have enough drive gauge? Uses the gauge for a super art. Alex hits them with the final prison. You know what that means, right? Y'all gonna see it with me. You can't escape. Both fighters planning something? About any time. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Well, listen.
comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumping. That was a solid anti-air. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Throws him down. What's the play here? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge?
Yeah.
Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. Life lead with that slight doubt is all it took. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Side switch in the corner.
Yeah.
They quickly get back into the corner of the stage.
Putain.
Beats them with a stop and vibe. Uses their drive to maximize their damage.
Merde.
Was a Philippe. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Are we gonna see him come back here? Here comes the corner press. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Jump goes to the KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Decides to go in with the target combo. No good up high. The toss-up's good. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now.
Merde.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they
Ah
can be.
putain, enfoiré.
Opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Timely side switch there, which will KO.
Putain.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 has a slight life lead. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the enfold for the throw? That's what they came for. Knockdown and gut and fold. Perfect KO. They were
Putain.
in full
Putain, il est
control.
vachement fort le gars là.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Ah ouais, c'est quoi ça? Comment ça se fait ça? Il a 19 000 seulement. Putain, il va grimper à 30 000 le gars. Hein. Putain, je perds depuis tout à l'heure. Comment ça se fait ça? J'ai joué avec un diamant.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Jump in, finds the mark. Opts for the throw. This is a good range to
ça se
test the
protège beaucoup,
opponent's
hein.
reaction to fireballs. Lots of aggression from both sides. Gets the jump in.
Merde.
Starts with a jump in. Can't tech the throw. Blocks the low heavy. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Nice cross-up. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Dashes up. Air slasher. Target locked and scoop. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Still scrapping for control of the space. Quick breather. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. The throw missed. Nice air slasher. Clutch anti-air. Denies the jump in attempt. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? The jump-in is denied. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Knockdown. Big counter. Down to the wire. Player 1 chases them down. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Oh, easy tag. One shot is all both fighters need to close this out. Will we see a drive impact? Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Looking for a chance. Jumps up. KO.
Merde.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jump. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Holds out with the block. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Double lariat, and now
Merde.
what happened here? Max SA target.
Il me laisse même pas le temps de me relever, hein.
Looking for a chance. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Catches out the cage right there. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Go on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical road to deal the cash money damage they need. Sticks out a kick out of nowhere. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like the big time whip. The throw missed. Uses the target. Ah, genius read with that.
Ah, putain.
Still plenty of time left. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Nowhere to run. Keeps him out. Barely throw is denied. What a read. Dangerous into it. No way. No signs of letting up from out the corner. Oh, the throw connects. What now? What crowns him from above? What? Flash anti-air. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? They've been keeping a full drive gauge. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Goes to the air. No way they did that. Bends the leader. Take a seat. Dangerous range here. Will they gamble something here on a tries to act quickly but with the attack? They are done! Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one.
Ouh, putain, j'ai eu chaud.
Street Fighter 6.